What tells a story.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Maryam Mkwanda show on Salam Media. It is 11:30 and time for our fitness segment with fitness trainer Aneesa Kathrada. So your proprioception of or sense of physical self is what allows you to move naturally throughout the world, go through motions or participate in physical activity and be sure that your limbs will be in the right place to move you correctly. You receive proprioceptive signals from all over your body via your muscles, tendons, and joints. But what happens when you aren't able to move properly? What happens when you lose your balance and coordination? How can you get that back? Some of us who did life sciences or biology know that your ears help you with balance. So if you don't have ears, I don't know how you're going to balance. But Aneesa Kathrada is here to tell us more of how you can actually become better at balance and coordination. Assalamu alaikum, Aneesa.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shukran for joining us once again. So, why is balance and coordination so important and necessary?
Okay, so before I tell you that, let me explain the difference between your balance and your coordination. So,
Mhm.
balance is the ability to maintain a position. It helps. It's supposed to be where if an outside force, for example, if someone like pushes you or you trip over something, or if there's like a strong wind, for example, that you're able to recover and get back to your original position. So this is what your balance is.
Mhm.
Coordination, on the other hand, is the ability to control a smooth movement. So to, for example, if someone throws a ball at you, you need to be able to catch it in, one shot without like fumbling and like, almost missing it and stuff like that. So that is your coordination. With age, of course, your balance and your coordination decrease a
Mhm.
lot. So you need to maintain these things from a young age. Like, you shouldn't only work on it from when you're 50 years old. Like, the minute you start training and you start getting into sports and fitness, you need to incorporate these exercises to help maintain your balance and your coordination.
Mm-hmm. Actually, when you start doing any exercises, or even if you're not doing exercises, but try standing on one leg, it's a bit challenging to balance. And you'll find that sometimes either side will be better than either side. Like your left will be better than your right, or your right will be better than your left, etc. So it's not just older people who will struggle with balance, but even younger ones. And we used to do it at school back with in PE classes, and be like falling off on one side and stuff. So that is balance, right? So we were trying to balance ourselves.
Yes, that is balance. And the problem that I've noticed is these specific exercises and these small movements, like you say, we were taught to stand on one leg when we used to do PE and things. I don't think it's being brought into schools nowadays, because, like, I see
Yeah.
a lot of little children, they can't touch their toes without falling, they can't stand on one leg. And it's not little children, it's people like my age and your age. And you should have been taught this already. Like, you need to be able to stand on one leg. It's such an important thing to have good balance. You don't want to be falling all over the place and tripping, not being able to have good coordination. You need to be able to catch a ball. I think it's such a simple life skill and you should be able to do it. So I think it's important to incorporate these exercises from young, yes, from school. When you get to preschool, these things are really important to add into the syllabus and things like that.
And it's so sad that our kids do not want to do these things. They don't want to exercise. They don't want to go for PE. They feel like it's a waste of time, and they can always gym or exercise whenever they want to. But it's there at school for a reason, because we do know how exercise also helps you with concentration and with your brain. So if we're doing it in school, it also will help you. Now, how would one lose their balance? Can that happen?
I think it can. Yes, I do. I think if you don't keep doing these small, silly exercises that you think standing on one leg is, I think you will lose your balance over time, definitely. I think it should be something that you need to do at every time you train. You should touch your toes, just a few seconds, 20, 30 seconds, touch your toes, stand on one leg, do simple things like that to keep the balance going. But I definitely think you can lose your balance in your coordination over time if you don't work on these little skills.
Mm-hmm. So balance is divided into two groups. There's dynamic and static balance. Can you please explain to us or elaborate a little on this?
Okay, so basically that is balancing when you are standing still. So like I said, just standing right here where I am on one foot and being able to do that. And then the other kind is moving and balancing. So, if I'm going to run on a bit of a narrow space, I need to be able to stay on that space without falling over. That is the difference between the two. So both are extremely important. You need both of those skills. You need to be able to have your balance while you are in the same place and while you are moving at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Right. And what exercises can we do to improve both of these balances, static and dynamic?
Okay, so for balancing exercises and your coordination exercises, it kind of falls under the same group of what you need to start doing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's simple things like Pilates exercises. So those are very good for your balancing and for your coordination because they are slow, steady movements. You need to concentrate, close your eyes, deep. You need to have deep breaths. You need to control the way you breathe. That makes a big difference to your balance as well. You need to engage your core when you're balancing. This will help you. So if you want to work on these things, I would definitely suggest starting with some Pilates. That would make a big difference to both of these things. Also, if you do, you can do some yoga. That's also very good for your balance because you do a lot of these one leg poses. It helps with your breathing, it helps activate the core. But you also need to do strength exercises. So,
Mm.
weight training, I would definitely suggest weight training for your balance because that automatically you engaging your core and you need to engage your glute muscles as well because this is where your stability and your balance comes from.
All right. This is very interesting that you should do weight training to improve your balance. Now, I've seen people close their eyes, and you mentioned that you close your eyes. Well, how does closing your eyes help?
So obviously, do close your eyes when you're doing like Pilates and yoga, not with your weight training. Please keep your eyes open with that. When you're doing your Pilates and yoga, it's very slow and steady movements, right? So like they'll make you lift up your right hand and your left leg at the same time. So this is your coordination because not everybody can move their right hand and left leg at the same time. So when you're doing this, you breathe properly, you close your eyes, and you concentrate on what each muscle is doing. You concentrate on what your right hand is doing. You concentrate on your left leg, what is it doing. Closing your eyes will help you block out everything else, the person next to you, what your trainer's doing or saying. It's, just your space. Nice deep breaths. Close the eyes and concentrate slowly on your movements. This will help your coordination a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Are there any equipment that can be used, especially for gym goers? I know a lot of people are excited to be going back to gyms, are already in the gym. So, are there any equipments that one can use while at the gym or something that they can use at home?
So you actually get so much of equipment I can't even explain to you. I'll never be able to list them all. But your basic one that you're going to definitely find at your gym is the Bosu ball. So it's like the half ball that you get with the platform at the bottom.
Yeah.
That is excellent for your balance. Like just stand on there. Literally, you don't even have to do anything. Stand on there for 30 seconds without falling. That's already starting. That's already making a difference to your balance. So I would definitely recommend the Bosu ball. And then you get a whole lot of other balls at the gym as well. So like your medicine ball, your slam ball, all of that's going to help with your balance, your coordination. You get a TRX at the gym as well. That's the two like things coming out of the wall. That as well will help with your balance because your legs or your hands need to go in there without you falling flat on your face. So you're going to make sure that you work on your balance. You're going to engage the core as well. When it comes to coordination, like I did mention the medicine ball, the slam balls, you use those in the gym, you generally throw it against the wall, you catch them. So that's your coordination as well. You know, your reflexes, making sure that it's not going to hit you in the face. You need to actually catch the ball in time.
Mhm. Yeah, hitting people in the face. I've seen that many a times. That's what happens when you have poor coordination or what they call butterfingers. Anissa,
Exactly.
congrats so much for your time and for sharing that with us.
No problem.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Right, that was fitness trainer Aneesa Kathrada giving us some tips on how to improve balance and coordination. Something that's very interesting is the Bosu ball, as she mentioned. It's that when you take that stability ball, you know how that huge ball that you find at the gyms. Now you get one that is half of the ball. It has a platform, and then it's half the ball on there that is used for balancing. And I've seen people use both sides, the ball side to balance on, and they stand on the flat platform, or they put the platform flat and then they stand on the dome side, the ball, the dome, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, you can Google exercises, or if you have a fitness trainer like Aneesa Kathrada, then you can get them to assist you and help you out on exercises that will improve and help you balance. But it starts at home. It starts simple with things like standing on one leg and putting the opposite hand out and closing your eyes and trying to focus on balance and not focusing on your surroundings. And then you can take it up a notch into the Pilates and the yoga, because trust me, when you're starting with Pilates and yoga, it's not easy. As even though it looks easy, it's not. But you need to start somewhere. And obviously, simple exercises like walking right with your posture correctly. All of this, you will actually help improve your posture. It will help make you sleep better, make you breathe better, make you live better. Your overall health will improve, and it's not just your balance. Also your core will be engaged, and you'll become a healthier person overall. So try out these balancing exercises, even just for a week, even for 2 weeks, for a month even. Try it out, and you'll be on your way. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below, or you can send them to us on WhatsApp. The number is 061 766 0355. You are listening to the Maryam Mkwanda Show on Salam Media.
We will also include the concept of coordination and how it is important in athletics. This video is presented to you by Kaya. Kaya is a fitness app which allows you to create custom workouts based on your individual needs. The app also holds you accountable to your workout. Check out our app on the Google App Store. Also, as part of our service, we upload a video every week, just like this one. Subscribe to our channel to become an expert in fitness. What is balance and why is it important? Balance is our body's ability to stay in control of its movement when placed under stress. Balance can be static, that is, maintaining a position for long periods of time, or it can be dynamic, that is, staying in control of your body while moving. Balance is not just about your muscles, you also have to use your eyes and ears to maintain balance. Almost every physical activity, be it walking, running, jumping, hiking, skiing, or playing sports, all require balance. Without balance, all of us will just fall down on the ground, never to be able to get up again. A good balance, hence, is very important in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Maintaining a good balance also significantly decreases your chances of falling or breaking something. This becomes especially important as you age, when our bones become weak and we are susceptible to serious injury. How to improve balance? If balance is not being challenged on a regular basis, we tend to lose this skill with age. That is why balance is a crucial part of any program designed for someone who is over 50. Exercises to develop balance. Bosu on 2 feet. Simply standing on a bosu, which is that strange looking half ball that you might have seen in the gym, is a great way to develop balance. Once you have mastered this, the next level would be standing in a partial squat on bosu. Finally, try doing shoulder presses, squats, or a combination of both of those to further increase the difficulty. Curtsy squat. In a curtsy squat, Start with feet in the normal position, about shoulder width apart, but then step to place one leg crossed behind the other. For example, step the left foot backwards, reaching down and behind the right foot. It should be placed further right than the right foot and behind, similar to a lunge. Stand on one foot and variations. Standing on one foot is a basic and simple drill to improve balance. Once you have mastered about 20 seconds of this, increase the difficulty by closing your eyes. If you can balance on both feet well, then you can increase the complexity by performing it on an unstable surface such as a Bosu ball or squatting on one foot. Next level of complexity will be a combination of both squatting and the unstable surface. Lunges. Lunges are a classic exercise which also challenge your balance. Place one foot in front of the other in a straight line but with a large stance. Dip down, bringing the back knee to the floor. Once you have mastered a lunge, you can challenge your balance by adding a single weight in one hand held onto your side or on your shoulder. Single leg Romanian deadlift. This exercise really challenges your balance. Stand on one foot with the other leg lifted and behind. You then bend forwards with the hip, bringing your hand towards the ground. Balance is one of the most underappreciated aspects of fitness. I have not really seen many people talk about it. Many of you might not even have heard about it previously, and yet it is fundamental to being fit and must never be ignored. This brings us to the second underappreciated aspect of fitness, which is coordination. What is coordination and how to improve it? Coordination is our body's ability to move two or more parts of our body in a smooth way to perform a certain task. It is an essential skill to learn in sports and daily life. A typical example will be mastering the movement of hand and feet while performing a swimming stroke. Coordination is an essential skill for improving sport performance and is generally developed through drills, where a specific movement is practiced again and again to improve the skill. A simple example is the practice of hitting the ball in tennis, which improves the hand-eye coordination. For complicated movements such as Olympic weightlifting or gymnastics, there are numerous drills which break down the movement into smaller sub-movements. These drills are performed many times over to improve the whole movement and result in improved sport performance. This concludes our video on balance and coordination, and also our series on fitness definitions. For next week, we will review everything we have learned in the fitness definition series.
This is Salam Media.